Greetings and salutations, Mega Wizard 79 here with another episode of Skyrim, Krutz the Barbarian Enchanter Edition. And now, it's about time me and the Greybeards had some words to discuss. So, just so you guys know, when you kill Parthenax, you are banned from High Hrothgar. I mean, you could still come here and talk to them, but Arngir is just gonna tell you to screw off. Like, he's done with you. And speaking of Parthenax, we will be talking to him today. And since I already have the Elder Scroll, we don't have to go and do that. And because I already finished the quest to because I already finished the Civil War, we don't have to deal with that little side quest either, where we're trying to convince the Jarl of Whiterun to use his castle to trap a dragon. Right, this is Wolfgar. Here's Arngir. And you're Boris? Yep, Bori. Sorry, Bori.
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn. Wind guide you.
Okay. Let's see. I do want to just exhaust this real quick because there is something interesting that he states, which makes this whole thing kind of convoluted, if you ask me.
We study the way of the voice, according to the teachings of our founder, Jürgen Windcaller. Very few are permitted to study with us here at High Hrothgar. But in your case, Dragonborn, it is a privilege to guide you towards mastery of your voice. The voice was a gift of the goddess Kinnereth at the dawn of time. She gave mortals the ability to speak as dragons do. Although this gift has often been misused, the only true use of the voice is for the worship and glory of the gods. True mastery of the voice can only be achieved when your inner spirit is in harmony with your outward actions. In the contemplation of the sky, Kinnereth's domain, and the practice of the voice, we strive to achieve this balance. The Dragonborn is an exception to all the rules. The dragon blood itself is a gift of the gods. If we accept one gift, how can we deny the other? As Dragonborn, you have received the ability to shout directly from Akatosh. We therefore seek to guide you on the proper use of your gift, which transcends the restrictions which bind other mortals.
So yeah, as you can see, while he is kind of right in the sense that once I kill Parthenax, he kind of banishes me because, well, it's like, well, you just killed the Grand Master of our order. We kind of can't overlook this. But that being said, though, I mean, it is my destiny, well, at least in one interpretation, which is another thing he brings up, that destiny... so the Elder Scrolls... Okay, so the Elder Scrolls, they're absolute. Whatever's written in them will happen. It's going to happen, whether you want it to or not. That's another thing that Mr. Rex goes into great detail when he talks about the Elder Scrolls, where they're a very... they're ironclad. There's no way whatsoever that the Elder Scroll will be wrong. It'll find a way to do it, one way or another, trust me.
Sky above.
But yeah, so, like, but the thing here, though, is that, you know, technically speaking, because of my connection to Alduin, ideally, he shouldn't really get mad at me for killing, Parthenax, just because, well, for all intents and purposes, Parthenax had no issue with it either. He was completely willing to accept judgment by me because he felt it was right, because I am a Dragonborn, and my destiny is to defeat Alduin. That's set in stone. I have to defeat him. But, you know, it's one of those points when, you know, where your faith and your own personal values kind of blur the line. But, yeah. That's all I wanted to say on the matter.
Wind, guide you.
I do 100% side with the Greybeards, though. Power is nothing without the will and determination to temper it, like a fine blade.
Sky above, voice within. Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
I love that. It was recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
I can't necessarily say that because for all intents and purposes, he's not really keeping a secret from me. It's more in the fact that he's just waiting for the moment until I'm ready to learn that. So, yeah, I disagree with this dialogue choice. The Blades just want to defeat Alduin, don't you? I think I'll go with this one, because Krutz is kind of, confrontational.
No, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve the Dragonborn, but they do not. They never have. No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice.
Yeah, because that particular shout was designed specifically to kill dragons. It would literally pull them down so that they could experience what it feels to be a mortal. The words are finite, mortal, and death, I think it is.
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil into yourself.
And that's why they don't know it. It doesn't fit with their philosophy in any way, shape, or form. And also, it'd be completely useless if there were no dragons, because the whole point of the shout is to bring dragons down so you can kill them, as a mortal can.
But not Dragonrend. The knowledge of that shout was lost in the time before history began. Perhaps only its creators ever knew it. But I am not the one to speak of it to you. Only Parthenax, the master of our order, can answer that question, if he so chooses. He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege. He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
Because he's a dragon. Spoilers.
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to Paarthurnax.
So this is the last gift they give to us. So, something to note is that each word of power is between 2 to 3 words long. There are some very unique shouts that can be 4 or longer, but that's usually if you're combining shouts. Inherently, all shouts are just 3 words long. I need to find a disarming shout. That's actually a very powerful shout, and actually very useful for my purposes. Alright. So. Yeah, so that right there. Now, it is 100% possible to tank your way through that and get all the way up to the top of the world. But honestly, it's just easier and better to just learn the shout. But you can sequence break this. It's really hard, because that thing does, like, insane damage. Like, just a ton of it. Like, I think if you have enough frost damage as well as just a ton of health.
Paarthurnax lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way.
And he gives us all 3 words at the same time.
Look. Va. Kor.
Okay, and as before, he's going to give us, okay. Now this shout, it has another use after.
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us, Dragonborn. Use it well.
So, the beauty about this is that you can actually use it outside of this. If there's like, okay. Here, I'll actually show you right now. Now, as you can see, it's kind of cloudy at the moment. Oh, right. Clear sky.
Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit. Use clear skies to open the way to Paarthurnax.
Look! Accord!
Shoot. Well, if it's really cloudy and it's raining, if you use the shout, you can actually clear the sky. Oh, wait, there we go. It's starting to clear a little bit. Yep, see? Now the Aurora Borealis is coming through. Yeah, so if you use the clear skies at night, it causes this effect. Cool, huh? Anyway. So, for the most part, yeah, see? Whoa. Yeah, see, it does, significant damage. Of course, I'm pretty tanky, so not much. But the real killer is that it drains your stamina. That's what makes it hard.
Look! Accord!
There we go. But yeah, it does a fair amount of damage really quickly. This shout has one of the fastest cooldowns just because you kind of have to have it at the ready. Yeah.
Look! Accord!
Yeah, even this mist can hurt you. Where's my... There we go. Yeah, this makes it practically instant. Now, once you get to the top, you never have to use this shout again. For this specific purpose, anyway.
Look! Bakor!
Right. Let's see. Should be a... Yep.
Look! Bakor!
Yep. So for the most part, it's just little bastards like this that you kind of have to worry about. Where'd he go? Hello? Hey,
Look! Bakor!
get over here, you coward. There we go. Thank you. Now there should be one more. Or, nope, it's a troll. Here he comes.
Bakor!
It does, as you can see, it also dazes them a little bit. There we go. Thank you. I don't know why a troll has a garnet.
Look! Bakor!
Alright, and this should be it. Yep, here we are. Welcome to the summit, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, I just noticed I don't have my helmet on, but that's fine. I didn't need it. Krutz has a beautiful face anyway. Oh. Okay, never mind. What am I doing? Spoke too soon. You coward! Stop running away. Schmuck. Oh yeah, I still have a ways to go. Never mind.
Look! Bakor!
I forgot how long it is to get to the summit. Almost there, though. Okay, here we are.
Look! Bakor!
Okay, now we've reached the summit. Alright, Parthenax. Where are you? There he is.
Dremyolok, greetings, Wundernik. I am Parthenax. Who are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
I think you already know who I am. Wasn't expecting you to be a dragon. You're the master of the Greybeards?
They see me as master, Wuth Onik, old and wise. It is true I am old. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation? Drem, patience. There are formalities which must be observed at the first meeting of two of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are Dovahkiin.
Ha!
Why do you intrude here if not for Tinvak?
Tinvak?
Not until introductions. I have spoken. The Rotmulag waits. A gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do. Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as Orc, but as Dova.
Okay. You have to use specifically this one.
Yo, power!
Ah, yes. Sosedo Vrostmul. The dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind. So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw, mortal. Even for one of Dova Sos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me? Ah, I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with an old Dova. No, you seek your weapon against Alduin. Crosis, sorrowfully, no. It cannot be known to me. Your kind, Jor, mortals, created it as a weapon against the Dove, the dragons. Our Hadrime, our minds, cannot even comprehend its concepts. Drem, all in good time. First, a question for you. Why do you want to learn this Thum? Yes, Alduin, Zemach, the elder brother, gifted, grasping, and troublesome, as is so often the case with Firstborn. But why? Why must you stop Alduin? True, but Kostid, prophecy, tells what may be, not what should be. Kostid Salo Ak. Just because you can do a thing does not always mean you should. Do you have no better reason for acting than destiny? Are you nothing but a plaything of Dez, of fate?
I didn't come here to debate philosophy with you.
And so perhaps your destiny will be fulfilled. Who can say? Des Motmahus, even to the Dove who ride the currents of time, destiny is elusive. Alduin believes that he will prevail, with good reason. Rakmul. And he is no fool, ni me. Rinnik Gutnol, far from it. He began as the wisest and most far-seeing of us all. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question. Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monavin, what you name Throat of the World?
Dragons like mountains, right? I never thought about it. You said you were going to answer my question.
Drem, patience. I am answering in my way. This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravakstruma, the great mountain of the world. Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin to battle and defeated him. Yes and no. Viknus Nikron. Alduin was not truly defeated either. If he was, you would not be here today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragonrend shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough. Ok Mulag Unslad. It was the Kell, the Elder Scroll. They used it to cast him adrift on the currents of time.
I wonder why they capitalized time there. As if it's like a proper noun.
Not intentionally. Some hoped he would be gone forever, forever lost. Meye. I knew better. Tidbo Amativ. Time flows ever onward. One day, he would surface. Which is why I have lived here. For thousands of mortal years, I have waited. I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
Interesting. Well, I mean, it makes sense because the Dova are very intricately linked to time, despite the fact that they are immortal and they can't die.
Tid Krent. Time was shattered here because of what the ancient Nords did to Alduin. If you brought that Kell, that Elder Scroll back here to the Tid Ahran, the Time Wound, with the Elder Scroll that was used to break time, you may be able to cast yourself back to the other end of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
Heh. Joke's on you, I got it!
You have it. The Kell, the Elder Scroll, Tidkrech Kalos. Time shudders at its touch. There is no question. You are doom-driven. Kogan Akatosh. The very bones of the earth are at your disposal. Go then. Fulfill your destiny. Take the scroll to the Time Wound. Do not delay. Alduin will be coming. He cannot miss the signs.
Alright, and the Time Wound is this thing right here. of course, we'll be saving that for the next episode. There he is, waiting for me to use it. But yeah, so in the next episode, we'll use the Elder Scroll and fight Alduin. It'll be a mock fight, of course, because he obviously won't die, but still, it'll be a fight nonetheless. Until that time, though, this is Mega Wizard 79 bidding you all adieu.